Do you have one of those friends that you know you can text or call and they're just going to make you laugh and feel better about whatever you're experiencing? Well, for me, that is my good and loving friend, Gisele Noel. She has her own channel, Nagging Thoughts, here on YouTube. After texting each other back and forth all the funny memes that we'd seen over the last several weeks, I asked her, hey, will you come on and just share some of this stuff that we've seen, stuff we're experiencing, and just laugh for entertainment purposes. Both of us have very serious channels. We talk about some serious stuff. And if you know me, you know sometimes I do get a smirk in and a laugh because I like to laugh. I like to have a good time and make fun of myself or the things that I'm experiencing. So today's video is going to be purely entertainment from two divorced women who are quarantined in our apartment, just sharing some laughs. We had a ball. I was crying, and even watching and editing, it is hilarious. I hope you'll stick around. But first, I want to mention two things, and feel free to skip this right to the funny parts if you want to, but I want to share why I'm doing this. Number one, we're in such a serious time. I mean, no offense by anything that we said. If you are easily offended right now and just not in the mood to laugh, this wouldn't be the video for you to watch. But if you are, please proceed. In editing, I shared some of the memes that we have seen around the internet. If one of these memes is created by you or you know who created it, please let me know by email or in the comments, and I will gladly give credit in the description to whoever they belong to. At the time, I didn't know who they belong to. They're just something that's traveling around the internet right now, because I know a lot of us are dealing with some really serious issues, whether it's friends or family that we're not seeing or getting this virus, or people like me who have lupus and scared that we're not going to have access to our medication. I think we still need to laugh, which leads me into the second reason I created this, was that because we don't know when our time will come. I don't know. I'm not suicidal. I love life. You know, my channel and my ministry is surviving and thriving. And, you know, a lot of days, and right now especially, we're all just surviving. This is survival mode, right? So, again, we can laugh. But my thriving period is when I know that who walks with me and who is with me during this time of survival. I know that if my time is to come, if I don't have my lupus medications and I should need kidney dialysis, that God will be with me. So this is such an isolating experience for all of us around the world that we can come together and laugh. If anything, I just want to leave this as a legacy, whether I die at some point this year or in the next 40 plus years. I want my kids to see that I could laugh and that I enjoyed laughing and that I found joy, even in the craziest, funny things that are going on right now. Again, my joy is in the Lord, and I hope you are staying healthy, staying sane, and learning to survive and thrive during this time. So let's get started. All right, so I have Gisele Noel here from Nagging Thoughts, and she's a funny lady, and I always love to talk to her and have a good time, and I thought I would bring her on for just some entertainment during this, you know, serious and scary time. So do you have like a comedian station as well, or are you just doing Nagging Thoughts?
Well, it's funny because my nagging thoughts are so not funny or entertaining. And, when I first started, thinking about writing a book about, my experience with marriage, divorce, and theology, everyone's like, oh, that's going to be great because you're funny and you're going to make it interesting. Not at all. So I'm like, I feel bad that we kind of set the expectation, because if anybody were to look at any of my nagging thoughts, they're going to be completely, utterly disappointed. It's very dry material,
But in your real life, you are a hilarious person, though, right? I mean, so that's why I invited you to come on, because I thought Gisele is such a hilarious person. I've got to get her on. You know, we're both divorced women and entertain, divorced or divorcing women, that kind of thing. So
yeah, exactly. My whole family's crazy, so we all have a pretty good sense of humor, honestly.
or you have a lot of material.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's one of those, like, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry kind of situations. So we all just kind of learned how to laugh about it. But yeah, as somebody who's been divorced now for, what is it, 17, 18, so 3 years, I've been like officially and functionally divorced, because there was like a year delay between the legal divorce and the actual divorce. But anyway, so for at least 3 years now, I've been divorced. So I basically got a huge jump start on this whole Corona life. Like, Like I saw all these memes where it was like before quarantine, after quarantine, and everybody got fat, and I was like, I need a whole different type of meme because like I'm already there. Like I don't, there's no before photo.
Right. What was it you were saying about flatten the curve? You need to.
Yeah, like once the lockdowns are lifted, like who's gonna help me flatten my curves? Because
Yes.
I'm not even kidding though. Like I literally like sprained my tricep the other day grating cheese for nachos because I've been grating because that's as domestic as I get. That might have something to do with why I'm divorced. I don't cook, but I did grate and melt some cheese, and I think I got injured. So
No, don't go to the hospital. Don't go to the hospital. Yeah, I freelance, right? And I work from home. And I guess this is the definition of quarantine. I didn't know that I was already living the quarantine lifestyle before,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now everybody is living the introvert life, if you will. But I don't know. I saw somebody that I knew back from when I was in high school. So I haven't seen this person since I was like 14 years old. And he posted something with like an ugly troll saying, the time of the extrovert is over. It's now the time of the introvert. And then I responded with that GIF with that football jock, and he just goes, nerds. I've been trying to get out of the house every once in a while here to go for a walk. I'm like, oh, it's fine. I can go outside. It's fine. But for some reason now, like when I step outside, I feel like I'm committing a crime. Like I'm a fugitive on the run. I'm like, I can't believe I'm outside.
Look at me, free. Yes.
And then I'm like, oh, people are just like, blowing this out of proportion or whatever. But then, if somebody even like walks on the same side of the sidewalk, I'm like, oh, alert, alert. Well, I'm right here in like the heart of Hollywood. And when we've gone for a walk, there's definitely like there's been more people on the street the past couple days, but there were a few days where we went for a walk and it really was just what looks like not just homeless people, but like homeless people, a lot of homeless people kind of acting very erratically, like they're high, and one guy came up and like threw it wasn't like a firecracker, I think it was like a smoke bomb or something. It made a noise and like evaporated as soon as it hit the ground. And thankfully me and my friend, like neither one of us reacted. And then because you could tell he was just looking for a reaction. And we just kept walking. And then the day, I don't know if it was the day after that, she's like, do you want to go to my old neighborhood and, walk in the suburbs? And I'm like, sure. And we did. And it was like green grass and there's trees and birds and everything. She goes, it's a little different from the junkies throwing smoke bombs at you, isn't it? Like,
Just a little. Yeah.
I'm just, because there's all this talk about like hoarding and stuff, like my first reaction was like, why is he wasting his smoke bombs now? Like,
No doubt. Yeah.
Where did he even get those? I've never seen that. And he's just wasting them in the pandemic. Like,
right. Save them till July when the people are back out to see it. Yeah.
Exactly. He put on a show. He had no audience.
No audience. Yeah, so much for your attention, buddy. Yeah, I've been in some stores lately, and it seems like some stores you walk into and nobody's got masks on, nobody's got gloves on, nothing, nothing seems out of the ordinary. And then you go into another store and everybody's got masks on, everybody's got gloves on. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't get the memo. Like, which stores?
Yeah.
Like they need to have the dress code outside of the store that says, now in this store, we wear masks and gloves.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I don't even know which one is more dangerous. Is the one where people have more protective gear, the one that has more bacteria, or
I didn't get that memo either. Like, I just like, that's people are like, no, don't wear the mask because you're not protected. No, wear the mask because you're protected. I'm like, which is it? Somebody put out a memo and give us the right news.
Well, I'll tell you, I've been spending so much time on the computer. The biggest risk for a virus is probably on my computer, to be honest. Some Russian bots. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm pretty deep into the matrix at this point.
Yes, I'm playing the game called Plague or Pollen because my nose is running and coughing, and every time I cough, I feel like people are like, oh no!
Yeah.
She's got the plague!
Just in the time that you cut to go blow your nose, I ran my spyware cleaner because I'm out.
So I want to tell you about, so I'm in Michigan, right? So the CDC is saying we're supposed to stay like 6 feet apart, right? Well, here in Michigan, where it's sprawling, I know you live in the city where it's like close together and sprawling here, especially the Upers. That's for people who don't know, that's people in the UP of Michigan. For us, that's too close. 6 feet's too close.
What's that term?
Upers.
Upers?
Yes, you've never heard of a Youper. A Youper is, it's Yoopers. Youpers. They live in the UP, and yeah, so it's
UP?
oh my goodness.
Do I need to start a pair chain? What's going on?
Okay, geography lesson, kids.
Like, if you need help.
Yeah. Homeschool mom here is teaching.
Okay.
So Michigan, do I have it right? Do I have which way's the mitten?
I think it's your right hand. That's correct.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Michigan, right? The UP is up here. This is the UP, and it's connected by a bridge. So we have an upper peninsula, but it's connected to Wisconsin over here. The UP is.
I have to
get your maps out, kids. Get your maps.
I got to, because I was like, I thought Michigan went up to Canada or something. I don't know. Apparently not even how to spell it. I didn't realize Michigan. I thought Michigan was only the mitten.
No, we have an upper peninsula, and the people in the upper peninsula are called Upers.
It looks like they're supposed to be part of Wisconsin. Like, who lost what war? That's sad.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought that it was really sad for people that live in states like Colorado and Wyoming, because they're like perfect squares. And I'm like, that basically means nobody fought for those lands. There was no dispute. People were like, take it, go ahead. Nobody wants it. It's
all yours.
Yeah.
We don't want Colorado and all that snow. You can have it. It's all yours.
Yeah. That's so funny though that you guys that the 6 feet is too close, because I remember, you know, I lived in New York City for like 11 years, and I was at an airport. I don't even remember, but I was at this, it was like a bar area in like a restaurant at the airport. And the bartender was kind of hanging out in the end of the bar where I was sitting. And then they go, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to crowd you. I was like, oh my gosh, I've lived in New York City. I had a 200 square foot apartment. I'm like, you're too far away from me. Like, I'm like, why are you ignoring me? It's like, it's just funny how your like sense of space totally changes, you know. I do have to say, you know, I've always, after leaving New York, I've said that basically New York eventually puts everyone on the autism spectrum, because after a while you're just like, no, too much stimulus. Like,
too many lights. Weren't you saying something about like you were looking at your map to travel? What was it? So how do you do that in a small apartment?
Yeah, that's that meme I saw. It was like a floor plan of a 2-bedroom apartment. They're like, checking the map for my weekend plans on the Corona lockdown. Like, Paul? Oh my God, never mind. It was supposed to.
The things that amuse us, right? Yep.
Well, the other thing that I've been thinking about with this lockdown, if anybody has a little bit of cash saved up, now is the time to buy stock in hair and nail salons, because the moment that we are out of lockdown, the Sasquatch situation at home is going to be rushing to the salons and like spiking all of those stocks. So.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, the like the fall style for 2020 is going to be like 2 to 3 inch roots are in. And unibrow, you know, that's going to be the style, right? Because that's how we're all going to look. Right?
I think I already have like an inch growth out from my toenail polish. Super hot.
So another thing I heard was I almost completed my 90-day trial of 2020 and I want a refund. But I hear it's coming. I hear
the stimulus. Oh my God. Corona scam right now to pay taxes.
That's funny. I'll edit that out though.
I really don't care. You can use it. I just thought it wasn't funny.
Oh, I thought it's funny. Yeah, you're Corona scamming it to get through.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what you said. It was the creepiest thing. You go, you're Corona doing it. That's what I heard.
Oh, I hope I don't start snorting now or is laughing so hard.
Like, I am not Catholic, but I am going to call a priest to like cast the demons out because that was super scary.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sounded like I'll have to show you. It sounded like you're possessed.
Yeah,
So,
that's what happened.
come on, exorcist via Zoom.
Oh my gosh, I wonder how much that business has picked up. It's like cyber exorcisms. Well, I am grateful though for all the technology that we have, that we're able to connect with people, that are really far away. And
Well, we were talking about toilet paper, I think, the other day, and I finally figured out why all these people bought the toilet paper.
why is that?
They knew after eating all this takeout food and candy that they'd have the runs. And I don't mean of the athletic kind.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny because that's the kind of runs that we should be getting.
Yes.
Especially after eating candy.
Yeah, we should be out running. Yes, yes. I feel like then I would go into like, oh my gosh, I'm winded. I have Corona.
Yes.
I have the Rona.
Yeah. Have you seen, I'm sure like one of my favorite coronavirus memes is the Chihuahua that's like, is that you, Rona? Like it's so scared looking.
Yes. Yeah. What did it say? Like, I have a tingle in my throat. Is that you, Rona?
Is that you?
Yeah. You know what though? Every day when I'm watching the news though, have you noticed this? Like you hear, it's like in the back of my mind, I hear Billy Mays going, wait, there's more. Wait, there's more.
Oh, you just remind me of my other one. That's one of my favorites is like, yeah, last year, spending all your time as a couch potato, you were considered a very lazy person. And now doing the exact same thing, you're considered a very responsible adult. So
yeah, saving the world, right? Saving the world by holding down the couch.
Exactly. I am finishing Netflix for America.
Yeah, I like the one somebody put on Twitter said, I finished Netflix.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done.
I've been getting close. Like, I don't normally watch TV, but I pretty much have caught up from like 2017 until now. Like, I'm caught up.
Good for you. I was actually watching Maury this week, funny thing, and he was doing lie detectors on parents who said they loved spending time with their children. Did you hear this one? Yes. Eek. No. They found out that it was a lie.
Yeah.
I thought you would put out a flyer, though, with your name and number that you're doing babysitting services. Is that true?
What?
Thought I'd volunteer ya.
Like I enjoy playing the video games and stuff like that because there's none of that tension of like you have to do X, Y, and Z. It is a lot easier for somebody else to spend time with your kids, I think.
You get to be the Disney dad, right?
Yeah, at least when you're as immature as I am, like I'm able to connect right away.
Yeah. So sitting on your rear 24/7 changes your measurements. Yeah. So I guess the new average is going to be 36, 46, 66. No biggie, We're all going to be avocados, right?
No, like that would be like this. Those would be, but I think the dimensions you said were pyramid. Like go Giza style here.
Okay, start over.
likes to do online dating, and she said they're going to have to build out like a whole new profile of like, have you traveled to any foreign countries? When's the last time that you were tested? And, you know, like have a full blood panel, and those will be your top stats, not like your height, your weight, and your photo.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That's the area I think where I'm probably healed the least. Like, I'm just so not open to like entertaining any idea of, you know, like any kind of relationship. So now Corona's just helped me with that a lot more. So, you know, thank God for Corona. I got my tax deadline extended, and I got people 6 feet away. Like things are working out.
This is dream world for you then. Yeah.
And I'm getting a cash bonus. I mean, does it get any better?
Right.
The worst part for me is that I've been forced to get domestic. I mean, we're talking frozen pizzas, homemade nachos, snack packs, right?
That's totally domestic. Yeah.
I am exhausted.
Yeah, I saw you put a video up about how you, no, you didn't even put in the DiGiorno pizza. You took it out of the oven, and that was, yes.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Like, people, like my family and friends, they're like, I saw you cooking. And I had to confess, I didn't even cook. My friend put the frozen pizza in the oven. Like, I just pulled it out, and I had to do 3 takes. So I was really just modeling the pizza.
Right.
It was a good looking model. Like my mouth is watering thinking about that DiGiorno pizza.
Okay.
Cook it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know why I'm single, but
Yeah. I don't know why I'm single either. I don't know either.
I'm overweight. I got chin hair. My hair is falling out. My waistline's blowing out. But you know what? I got personality. So.
Oh yeah.
Commodity.
Oh, we're hilarious. I'm leaving that last part, just so you know. I'm leaving that. That's hilarious. Well, it was nice.
Yeah, thanks again for everything that you do. And
well, thank you for coming on and chatting with me.